Hi, everyone. This is my first time on. This is Kanica's World. Thank y'all for being able to chime in. I am so happy I was able to go live right now. I was having a little bit of challenges, um, but this is just a stepping stone. So I'm going to work it out really quick and really good. So I'm sending the link out for you all to come on this platform today. Today, I just want to be able to talk about student affiliation after having memberships. The reason why I chose that topic to talk about is because I had an article published with some colleagues, and we worked on this article because we was trying to figure out why aren't students memberships, why aren't students using the affiliations after they sign into memberships. So the question is, why aren't students using their affiliations after becoming members? What are the challenges? What hurts? And are they uncomfortable, or are they solving a problem? Or do they just feel that they aren't going to get anything from being a member and using the affiliation? So as a not a recent student, but as a graduate student, I will talk about my affiliations and how sometimes it is challenging to be able to stay affiliated and membership organizations after you graduate college or while going through college, because I think that we want to be able to make a change. And I believe the best thing to do in order to be able to make a change is asking questions and more questions, and then seeing how those questions that you ask be a topic that someone will talk about in the room. So the reason why I understand that on a level of why students engagement is low, or students don't engage into their memberships or affiliation, is because sometimes it may become in uncomfortable. I can speak that on a level, and some facts of being able to talk to students, of sometimes not being able to participate, or who's in the room. And the reason why I bring that up as a topic is because engagements is being engaged into affiliations or a membership. It takes a whole lot. It takes time. It takes confidence, and it also takes courage. I'm using the word courage because being in a room where you feel like if you're a member of an organization, that some of the things that you talk about or some of the things that you see, that it all should align with your values. So I can speak of the time that I signed up to be a member, or someone gave me a free membership to something. And let's think about coffee in a sense, because we all drink coffee sometimes. And if not, then whatever hot beverage that you drink. But think about if you got a membership to the coffee, for the coffee, right? And how many cups of coffee you going to drink? If you're not going to drink them, can you share that membership to a friend, a neighbor, a coworker, a colleague, because you're not using it, and for them, and you want to be able to share it so it can make them happy. That probably make you feel good, or you feel like you gave something, and you ain't have to think about it because you have a membership and you're not using it. But when you get into a bigger platform and you have a membership and you're engaged into um and you're engaged into that organization seminars or conferences. What about if you think about, hey, well, I'm a member and I'm getting the newsletters, or you signed up for a topic and trying to see if it's going to get, seen or heard, and want to see if that is going to play a role in it. I think about all those things, because if I have a topic and I believe it's strong and I feel like someone is going to use it to make a difference, or to make me be able to say that, oh, somebody heard me or somebody seen me, and I use that topic, and that means that, okay, someone agreed with me, and you'll be able to feel like you make a difference. But so the question is, go right back out to the students. What helps with being engaged after you become a member, um, in an organization? And that's a positive organization. It can be a sport, whatever team you in. It can be you, not only the only person um in the room, but it can be something that you're affiliated with. Um Maybe you're a frat brother, or maybe you're a soror or sorority sister, a soror, and you just think about, if what is it that you can do to make a difference, and how do you increase your engagement when you're a part of that organization? That even if some rules apply, what about the things that doesn't apply? um I remember going to a seminar, and students attended the seminar. However, some of the students left out of the room as soon as they walked into the seminar. And they are college level students, not from Baltimore. And I asked a question before they headed to the elevator so fast. And I asked, hey, why are you leaving so fast? And one of the students said that, I'm attending this seminar because it's a part of my grade, but I don't think I'll be able to participate because I don't like what the room looked like. And that is what we call reading the room. So I said, but if you're here and you participate, then maybe you can be a part of that change of what you want the room to look like. That one student changed their mind and went back into the room and maybe called somebody else for them to come back and fill the seats. I also think about the other student who was just was over college, not about to be able to go to the next course or drop all the classes because that's what they felt like they wanted to do. So I had a conversation with a student and I asked them why was they going to leave school. And they began to say that, is not worth me being here. And then I come to another event and I don't feel like I'm going to make a difference. It was something about both of those students' conversations that felt that they weren't going to make a difference by being at this seminar. And I was talking to them with a smile, only to say to that student that was sitting on that ledge that day, and saying that, hey, won't you think about holding off, not dropping your classes and quitting college? Tell me what it is that you're having a problem with. Outside of being at that seminar, it was just like the student that I was talking to felt that, I come here, I do these events, I do my classwork, and here it is, I want to make a difference, and I don't feel like I am because I look in the room. The student said the same thing, that I don't see anything that I can change in that room because the same is the same. I cannot say what the students seem to them, but for me, that I break my uncomfortableness with just staying in place because I feel that I can be able to make a difference or hear feedback, and that feedback can get me to be able to understand that what it is, the whole purpose of what someone intended to give for that moment, that event, that seminar, the information, the questions. Where is it taking it? Where would they take our information back after we do give our time, after we do give our feedback with our response, call and response? So I think about that, because that is part of being engaged after you sign up and being at an event that you signed up to become a member. So student engagement looks a lot different to everyone. But the question always remains that after you become a member, why aren't student engagements higher than what it intended to be for an event? If it's a sports event and students are engaged at that event, is it because they bought tickets, because they're a student, because it's their team to give them a social outlet? It could be a numerous of things, but the research will have to lie into what makes you be engaged into an organization after you become a member. So that is the topic. And now I'll go into who I am. My name is Conica Smith. I am now a teacher, school age teacher, doing teaching inside of a facility for before and after care. And that is just one of the things that I do. I also am a mentor, and I work part time for myself doing sister locks. I am a mother of three, and I have a bonus child, which is my nephew. Um, I am from Baltimore City, and I do um, community work. Outside of that, I love being in a community. If I have a resource that I can help with, I try to do my best to be able to find out what's the resource to match. I love volunteering. I volunteer for certain organizations, but if it's always within the passion the mission has to be in what I love to do. I am a board member, and what that like as being a board member is that you show up, you have meetings, and you being able to be engaged to understand what the board wants in order to be able to put on the event. And that is also being a member as well. I believe being a member of organizations that you like or love is very important. And is it very important to me because I believe that I can help make a change. And what that looks like is that I can turn around something that may have not been given any attention to, and that if I go and give my attention to what it is that the organization may need, and I can be able to help in that part, it takes the load off of somebody else. My volunteerism looks a little different because it's always a be something that I want to do or something that I'm training to do. And it's all for me. Because I am a mother and I know how that looks when it's something that I want to do, but then the children have things that they want to do. And when children have things that they want to do, they use your time, they use your schedule. They not worried about what it is that you need to do for you. And that is keeping your mental health and your wellness together. So if I am doing what, if I have a schedule and I signed up for my schedule that I want to be able to have these things for my mental stability, then I'll stay and do what I need to do. Outside of that, when children have things that they have to do and they want to do, they are going to use your time. They're not going to ask you what it is that you have to do. They're going to get straight to the point. I have to do this. I have to be there. And it starts at this time, not thinking about what it is that you have to do. So that plays a part on me and my mental stability because I have times that I like to do what I need to be able to do in order to keep my self esteem up, to keep me happy, and to keep me smiling. Because once the children begin to pack in on your time, that's it. Because you got to get them there, you got to get through traffic, and you got to be able to not cause an embarrassment for them, right? So the minute that you cause an embarrassment for them, you guys suffer with all that. So that's just me. And I just wanted to give a little bit about me and what it is that I I do. So I went back into the workforce. I went back into the workforce only because I was homeschooling my daughter and then she wanted to go in school. So that looked a little different for me. But I started doing all these things that I had passion for. So I remember being on this platform um, as I am now. So, but I want to give a big thank you for Donnie and everybody who chimed in to be able to help me be able to come on tonight to make me more comfortable. So therefore, I can be able to press this button and go live. Um, During the pandemic, I was doing Zoom and we were doing in-house projects and it was just for anybody everywhere, international, all over, for everybody to be able to get on platforms. That helped me get on different platforms and also being able to speak for the youth. That looked a lot different. So this being on this platform did cause made me a little bit nervous because I'm just like I didn't think I was going to be able to come out here today, but I'm able to thank God for being able to have this strength and this courage to keep going and bring out the topic that I really wanted to talk about today. And that Zoom during COVID, the Zoom platform was engaging people from everywhere. So we're putting this link and people would chime in and started doing DIYs. The young lady that platform it was on that we collaborated together was a dancer. Her name is London, and another dancer. Her name is Star. And Star is really good in community because she's helping people in the community and being able to uplift them, give them the fruit and the needs that they need for community resources. And the DIY project that I was doing was made out of cardboard. Everything that I was doing was made out of cardboard. I believe during the time of the pandemic that children or parents may not had the money that they needed to be able to do any projects and or supplies. So mostly everything I was doing was all around your house. Like go take 5 minutes to go find something around your house to be able to do and complete this project. And we made it fun. London came on to be able to create dance and uplift people in their wellness and health and start balance everything out because her voice, her project, her mental inspiration that she was giving us that helped us being able to stay inside of that platform and uplifting. So that I feel that is an engagement. I can't say that I can speak for other students, but I would love to hear how students do feel at any age to say being engaged after being a member, what does it mean to them? So If I am a member of an organization or my parent is a member of an organization, how do they stay engaged? Are they forced to stay engaged? Is it about the policies and regulations to make them stay engaged? For me, I know my daughter, she signs up for stuff. I have older children. When they signed up for stuff, I had to call on family members. Hey, can you go over here with my sons? Because I'm not going to be able to get there. So that means we got to be able to trust. We got to set up transportation. You got to be able to collaborate. You got to have an affordability. All these things matter. So if when children have to be somewhere and they are dedicated to do it, they're going to do it. And most times when students have things that they want to be a part of, it's called support. So we definitely got to support the students and what it is they are looking for and what are they doing to change. For now, for me, I am a member of organizations, and what those organizations expectation and needs are is policies. And when we meet up, we it's for these meetings, and we got to be function at these meetings. You're going to hear from you're going to hear from the company, and it may not be things that we like. It may not be things that we agree with, but the most important part is what is your take? What are you going to take from it, and what are you going to commit to it? And are you going to do anything to change you? And if you can do anything to change you, what it is you can do to give, so therefore you can be well rounded to help because you signed up for it. I look at it like this: when you become a member of an organization, in order to stay engaged, understand what that policies are, understand what it is that they're doing to have meetings. If they started a meeting today and today marks their first annual year for that meeting, what are you going to plan for the next year? So it's always like they're planning for something to in order to have a balance of what it is that you have the topics for, so therefore your organization can keep thriving. I believe that if we are supportive for students at any level, that we can be able to help them where they are going to grow. So I'm going to end it there. And I really thank you for being able to hear me out. I am thankful for those who came in, and that this was the first time for me coming in. And welcome to Canica's World. And I hope to see you next Wednesday on time here at 7 p.m. See you next time.